Our mission statement here at Hacienda El Refugio is that we're a training and retreat center which facilitates a deeper relationship with Jesus Christ through nature and outdoor adventure. The way that we carry that out is sometimes through retreats, whether they come on the weekend or midweek, conferences, traditional summer camp, a variety of ways. And one of those ways is with internships. What that means for us is it's a young adult who sets aside 3 months, 6 months, a year to leave what they're doing, come work with us, and be a part of the ministry that's taking place here at El Refugio. Even from the very early years of this ministry, we've had interns coming down to help out. But in recent years, we've seen significant growth in our intern programs. And we've realized that when we see things growing and flourishing, we need to take the time to stop, take a look at it, and pay attention to see what God is up to.
When my wife Eric and I arrived here back in 2011, our internships were in the very beginning stages and we hadn't quite developed them to the extent that we have now. And we just had one summer internship where the interns would come from the United States and spend their summer serving with us, and then after that they would go back. 7 years later, we now have 4 different internships that we offer. We have interns who come from Ecuador, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Uruguay, US, Germany, and Canada, various countries around Latin America in ministries with whom we have partnerships with. One of the big changes that took place here with our internships occurred in 2014 when my wife and I moved into the house on the hill to become house parents. For me, after college, I spent a year in an internship house as an intern, and that had a big impact on my own spiritual development. And so we apply many of the same ideas with our own internships, where we spend time together not only during the day, but also in the evenings, sharing a meal together, playing games, doing some informal discipleship and mentorship, trying to follow the example of Jesus in everything that we do. We ended up serving as house parents for 3 years, and during that time we received a lot of feedback about how that took our internships to the next level. We've been able to experience really deep community as we grow together towards Jesus, and this has helped our interns desire to continue living in community with others once they go back to their homes.
If you've ever been down here before, you can probably remember that there's a house by our front gate. When they built that house in 2000, 2001, they built it laying a foundation thinking to the future. It was structurally built to be able to hold up to 4 stories, and at the time they only built 1. Now, 18 years later in the future, we're ready to take advantage of those plans that they laid to build a second story for what we're calling our Discipleship House. The idea of this Discipleship House is to create that space specifically for our interns. The first stage of the Discipleship House project will be taking off the existing roof that's on the building. We'll put it aside, store it, because we'll be reusing that when we come to completion of the project. The second stage will be actually building the structure, which will be comprised of a second story to the building, split into 3 distinct areas. The way that it's designed, the Discipleship House will have a large social space designed for preparing food, studying for classes, playing games, talking, and simply living life. Really, we see this space as the heart of the house. There will also be 2 separate bunk-style living spaces located on either side of the structure, with a capacity for 8 to 10 males and 8 to 10 females, giving us a capacity of up to 20 interns per semester. Those living spaces will contain bunks, desks, bathrooms, showers, even a pull-out couch for the occasional visitor. On the first floor of the house is where the house parents or house family will live. They'll be intimately involved in the life of the Discipleship House, yet they'll have their own distinct space as well. To make this dream a reality, we need your help. Really, we see 4 different ways that you can get involved, and we want to invite you to consider being involved in one of those ways. The first of which would be to give. Financially, we need donations to be able to build this building and make the project happen. Secondly, would be coming down. If you have carpentry skills or construction skills, let us know. We're hoping to start in January of 2019, and that whole year, if we have little teams here and there helping us advance the project, it would be a huge blessing. The other would be prayer. We see and understand and value the power of prayer. Would you please join us in prayer that God would provide and that things would move forward in His name? And the final way would be telling others. If there are other people that you think would be interested in supporting, giving to this campaign, whether that's coming down or supporting financially, we'd love to see them get involved, that the word would spread and more people would know about what we're doing here at El Refugio. Thank you for your involvement. Thank you for your care. We trust and we believe that this is where He is leading us. We pray that He would provide, and if He is moving your heart to be a part of that, we ask that you'd be obedient. Would you help this dream become a reality?